YouTube Live, we are good to go. As always, we want to let everyone get connected. Want to say hi to everybody. It's good seeing everybody. To everybody that's on here right now, we are going to be. This isn't going to be a long message and video. I did want to share some encouraging words and also some updates of things going on. And we're just using it as an excuse to give a couple of you guys gift cards. So someone watching on Instagram, someone watching on YouTube, I guess if you want to double your chances, you could potentially watch on both. So, I mean, I'll just throw that out there. What's up, Bryce, MJ, Danny? I enjoy Instagram Live way more because you can just directly interact. YouTube Live, I like to. It's just harder because it's just through comments more than anything else. But if you are on YouTube, comment, let us know that you're connected. And at the end of this, my Instagram and YouTube family, we are going to pick a winner for each thing to give away a gift card. Bryce is trying to jump into this. I think he's bluffing though. Jay Saft, Braden, what's up, guys? It's good seeing you guys. All right, everyone joining, a reminder, we're giving away gift cards at the end of this. I have Matt Foreman here with me. You guys can't see. Evan Kiefer's also in the room, everybody. So let me turn this around. Look at that guy. This enormous jug of water. Stay hydrated, people.
Jake's definitely like that one.
But Jake thinks you're okay. Whatever. But hey, guys, it is good to see everybody. Want to get started. This will be up on YouTube Live later, so if anyone has any questions or unsure what's going on, they want to know the announcements, have them check that. But props to you guys who are here and on time. Us, just like you guys, we don't like having to do stuff online. It is not our preference. Every single week, I'm talking to multiple students, you guys, letting us know that you're over everything online, that you want to meet again. And I'll just say, more than you guys know, so are we. We are so anxious to get back. And we just know this isn't the same way that we, as far as connection with people, this is not ideal. This is not our number one choice to, keep in touch with everyone, but it's also kind of the best we have. So we're just making do with that. I'm gonna try to remember to make eye contact with our YouTube people, but I'm sorry if I suck at that. So anyways, I hope you guys are connected. I want to ask some of you guys, I have a few questions for you guys that I actually do want to hear from you, whether it's commenting on YouTube, commenting on Instagram. I'm curious how much you guys are able to hang out with and see other people, because we are super bummed that we can't get together, see you guys. I talked to some students who have been totally fine and free to hang out, go out, see people. Some people are on total lockdown, alone and depressed at their house. Where are you guys at? If you guys are watching right now, we want to know how much are you guys able and allowed to hang out with and see your friends, see other people. What has that been like for you? Andrew, that's cool. I'm actually glad to hear that. I know some people would probably be really jealous of that because not everybody actually can hang out with and see people. And I was also thinking about, this is totally unofficial. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say or announce this, but since it's on Instagram, I care less, I guess. If we were to plan some impromptu hangouts in the high school ministry, hey, I'm gonna just happen to be at the beach this day, and whoever else comes at a certain time, cool. Or, hey, I'm going to the drive-in movies at this time, me and our youth staff, and whatever students want to come out, cool, it'd be cool to see people. If we were to do something like that, would you be interested in coming, seeing people, being around, or do you feel nah, I'd rather go do other stuff with my friends? Legitimately, I want to know, because I want to know if it's worth hey, let's try to make something like this happen or not. Evan, where do you stand on this?
That sounds like a great idea.
Sounds like a great idea. For real, you're not just saying that for the camera. Okay. Evan's into it, everybody, if that matters, if that sways your vote. So since the very first week we've been on here, we joke about it. I joke about it every time. Every single time I've spoken, I'm like, guys, a lot's happened this week. A lot has changed this week. And it's still true this week. And I don't want to have to keep saying that. I feel like it's annoying to repeat over and over. But it's just true. So much changes week to week. Things that we can't expect or have not been able to plan for. We started meeting on Sundays, which has been great. Some of you guys I saw at Mission 910 this past weekend, or I've just greeted you in the hallways or whatever. Come to church when we have it. It's really great every time. For our YouTube family, we're going to put up an announcement real quick reminding you guys about our Mission 910 times for Instagram peeps. Sundays, at all of our Sunday services, we have Mission 910 for you 9th and 10th graders. So 8, 9:30, 11, whatever service you guys are coming to on Sundays, if you are a freshman or sophomore, or going to be in the fall, we have that going on for you guys. Myself and our staff are there. It's been a cool way to connect. For those of you guys who were there this last weekend, it was our first time doing it, which is really cool. But like I said, things change very quickly right now with what's going on. And week to week, we get new information. So in the last week, the information we have, the governor issued a new statement that there's been a spike in the coronavirus cases in San Diego. So they are now rolling back some restrictions for certain things. Now that doesn't directly affect some of us like meeting for church and stuff, but because we're seeing that and because we're not sure, like, okay, are there going to be even further restrictions? Are cases going to continue to spike? It forces us as a youth ministry to have to be extra cautious about how we plan to do events and how soon we can start. Myself and my staff want to start more than any of you guys know. I know you guys ask us all the time, hey, when are we meeting? When are we meeting? When are we meeting? I assure you, we want to get started more than you want us to get started. And we are anxiously planning and paying attention to what's going on to see how soon we can safely and wisely start up youth group again and have things kind of more back to normal. But because of this last week, we have some more unsure stuff going on, and it seems like things are beginning to be more restricted. We are forced to postpone. We don't want to cancel because we want to pull it off. We want to make it happen, but we are forced to postpone what we were planning for Camp Quest. What's up, Alex? It's good to see you, bro. So myself and our team are still planning all the details of Camp Quest. We just can't set the date until we're sure that we're going to be able to safely and legally pull it off. So, Camp Quest, be waiting for updates from us. It is postponed, but we are planning it. We just have to figure out how soon we can actually do it. And the same is true for the mission and all of the small groups officially starting. Is just we're waiting on information. We have to be sure that it's safe for us to do and that we're legally allowed to do it. We want to be good stewards. We want to protect you guys. We want to honor your families. So I'm super, super bummed to say that. I don't want to have to ever again tell you guys that something is canceled or postponed, because the last few months of your life have been literally nothing but that. And that's a huge bummer. It's a bummer to us, and I know it's a bummer to you guys. So with that, I know that it's weird to just be disconnected from everybody. We have small groups that have been meeting over Zoom. Some of you guys unofficially on your own have gotten together with people, and that's cool. Be safe and be wise. But it's just, we're not in the same community that we were in before. We're not connecting in the same ways that we were before. And I know I've talked to some students who were I'm having a really hard time feeling just depressed and lonely, and I don't have people around me, which is fairly natural. It's actually not surprising. For some of us, it's a bigger struggle to be at home more than it is others. And while this connection online messages is not the most ideal way for us to connect, it's one of the only things that we really have right now. So we're going to use it. We're going to keep doing it for as long as we can. What's up, Tori? What's up, Caitlin? So with that, we're just going to take advantage of being able to interact with people online. At the end of this, to all our students, a reminder again, at the end of this video, we're giving away a gift card to one of you randomly that's on here and one of you guys that's watching on YouTube. I guess you could double your chances, watch both, but we're doing that just as an excuse to give something away because I had to give the heartbreaking news that we're postponing Camp Quest, so I had to do something. Now, if you guys have been to church in the last couple weeks, you heard Neil Hoffman speak about this season. This season that we're in being one where there's some things that are being brought out in us, things that are kind of being tested in us. One of those is this time has kind of been a test for us of where is our personal relationship at with God? What does our relationship look like with God when church as usual and small groups as usual and camps and Future Quest as usual are all postponed or all canceled? What does it look like for us to cultivate our own relationship with God? So Neil spoke about that, and it's been like an interesting question in my mind for us to consider and think about, like, what does my life with God look like apart from everyone else, apart from things being set up and organized for me? What does it look like for me to pursue God on my own time and on my own initiative and motivation? And I'm kind of bummed because for most of us, a time where we're really forced to figure this out is the transition of high school to college, where you have a lot of independence and the freedom to decide. A lot of us have not been forced to figure that out freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, going into senior year. But for the last few months, you guys are kind of forced to figure that out. And I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing. What's up, Faith? But it is it's kind of weird and unfair to you that you haven't had more time to prepare and grow spiritually before being faced with this. But all of us are. We're all in this place of figuring out, all right, am I hungry to seek God on my own? Am I willing to try to get to know His Word on my own? Or has my faith been totally dependent on other people orchestrating it for me? I want to read a verse from Hebrews chapter 5. It's verses 11 through 14. It says, "Concerning Him, we have much to say, and it's hard to explain because you have become dull of hearing." So this letter written is to this group that is in a place that they shouldn't be in. It says that they become dull of hearing. They're not listening. They're not paying attention. He says, though by this time you ought to be teachers, you have need again for someone to teach you the elementary principles of the oracles of God. And you've come to need milk and not solid food. Everyone who partakes only of milk isn't accustomed to the word of righteousness. They don't really understand the word of God because they're an infant. But solid food is for the mature, who because of practice have their senses trained to discern good and evil. And so it brings up that question that we've been asking really from the very beginning of this. And it's my prayer and hope as I ask this that you can respond positively, but are you feeding yourselves? Are you growing in your knowledge of the Word of God in this time or not? And if not, then it should cause you to reflect on, man, maybe my faith was too dependent on other people. Maybe my faith was too dependent on the youth group or on my parents or on a church service or a special event. You know, in this letter, the recipients, he says, you should be teachers by now. But instead, you're having to relearn elementary things because you're not learning how to feed yourselves. You're like a spiritual infant. And so, you know, I'm curious to hear from you guys. How do you guys feel like you're doing in that area? I actually want to hear from you. So comment on here or YouTube. Let us know, like, how do you guys feel like it's going trying to have your own discipline and motivation to feed yourself spiritually? Is that really tough? Is that hard to be motivated? Is it going really great? I've had mixed reports from some of you guys sharing with me what's going on, which has been really cool. I do want to say this. I want you to know that I and our team are praying for you guys. We're praying that you guys would be growing in this time, praying that you guys would be experiencing God, that your faith wouldn't waver, but it actually be strengthened during this time as you guys learn more and more how to pursue God for yourselves. I want to I want to echo Paul's prayer. It's in Colossians chapter 1, verse 9 and 10. And this is, he lets the church in Colossae know that he's been praying for them. And he says, "From the day that we heard, we have not ceased to pray for you, asking that you might be filled with the knowledge of his will in all spiritual wisdom and understanding, so as to walk in a manner worthy of the Lord, fully pleasing to him, bearing fruit in every good work and increasing in the knowledge of God." That was his prayer for him. And I just want you guys to know that's our prayer for you guys during this time. As much as we can, we want to connect with you guys. We want to put out content. I'm going to continue to teach the Word of God and try to encourage you guys. But so much of it really does rest on you guys learning how to feed yourselves. But know that we are anxiously awaiting and planning for when we can all meet together, when we can worship together. And I want to say this because a lot of you guys have been asking. And I think some people feel like when it seems like we're inactive or like nothing's happening, it seems like, all right, do you care? Are you trying to like make anything happen? Every single day of every single week, we are looking at and paying attention to, okay, what's going on? Where are we at? What is the government saying? What is the like general consensus so that we can start up as soon as we possibly can. I just want you guys to know, it's not that we are like just sitting around waiting, like, oh, we'll start youth group at some point later on, we'll see. That is not the case. We are anxiously awaiting and planning on meeting together as soon as we possibly can. And so I know that you guys are waiting. I know a lot of you guys are bored, bummed, anxious, excited to get back together. So are we. So, like I said, nobody wants to get us back together more than I and our team, our staff do. So like I said, we're looking at trying to find some socially acceptable excuses to like get together. Of course, still implementing like every precautionary measure, social distancing. But I think it would be cool to have some events or places that we all show up to at the same time and happen to hang out together safely. I think would be really rad. I did mention that we want to give a gift card away to anyone on YouTube, Instagram, anyone on YouTube. Comment, let us know that you're watching so we know who our candidates are. Instagram, let me see what we're working with here. All right. I'm going to randomly choose one of you. I'm literally going to close my eyes and just point to someone. I hope I look really dumb with my eyes closed staring at all of you right now. But Gabe McKenzie, Gabe, I have a gift card for you. Anybody on YouTube, comment, let us know you're watching. We have a gift card for someone. But Gabe, I got you. I'm just going to need you to DM us your email address and I will send you a digital Amazon gift card for $25. So that's for you. Guys, I'm so sorry to let you guys know Camp Quest is postponed. As soon as we have a date that we can safely do it, it's going to happen. We're still planning it. We actually are meeting later this week to plan the details. But with the nature of the things in our county, we just can't set a date until we're sure that we can pull it off. But we love you guys. We miss you guys. We're praying for you guys. And if you guys have anything going on, you need prayer for anything, just want more information on where we're at, what we're planning, please reach out to us. Call us, text us, DM us, whether the mission or me, let us know. We're here for you guys. We want to connect in any way that we can. Love you guys. I want to say bye. Evan Kiefer, who happens to be here, also says bye to everybody and misses all of you very, very much. Same thing with Matt Foreman and our whole team. So, as far as information moving forward, if anyone has questions, tell them, hey, watch the YouTube video. It'll be on our Instagram TV or on our YouTube channel, so they can check in later on, know what's going on. But, all right, Juliana, I have a gift card for you for watching on YouTube Same thing with you. You're going to have to call, text, or message us your email address so that we can hook you up with a gift card. God bless you guys. We love you, and we'll be in touch very, very soon. See ya. Peace out, Tatiana. You joined too late.